So what we're going to be reporting on today, Merlin Entertainments have announced the brand new Legoland Sichuan opening in Western China in 2023. Hello there guys, my name is Coach Chai, YouTube channel Doncaster born, but built for Theme Park News, and welcome to a Theme Park Newsroom update from Legoland Sichuan. Now before we get started, make sure you go and watch our videos over the past few days. Make sure you go and check out the first video we uploaded today on the closure of Vortex at Kings Island in Ohio. But this news update is on Legoland Sichuan. Now Legoland Sichuan is a brand new theme park set to open in Western China in 2023. Now we do have some official details via a news article that have reported this news, and we're also going to be sharing a concept art with some yellow circled areas, and I'll get on to why in a bit, but I hope you don't mind the yellow sort of circles sort of on the picture. I hope you don't mind that. So in fact no, I'm actually going to put the actual concept art and then I'm going to fade it in with the yellow circles after I've gone through all the details, just so you can get an overlook, and then I'm going to sort of look directly at different attractions that I can spot in the concept art. So I think that's probably going to be easier. So here's the concept image without the circles first of all on your screen now. Find that in Aussie, and let's have a look at the details then via the news article on Legoland Sichuan. So by 2023, Legoland Theme Park, the new Legoland Theme Park, is to be built in Western China, and they've announced an agreement with Global Zongjun Cultural Tourism Development Co Limited, and under the agreement, Global Zongjun will finance the construction of the park and the necessary infrastructure and related development, and Merlin Entertainments, under the management agreement, will be involved in the development of the resort and operating it under the agreement. Global Zongjun, if you don't know already, is a joint venture between the development companies at Zongjun Beijing and the Chengdu Global Century Exhibition and Travel Group, known as ETG. The main shareholder, ETG, focuses on investing and operating fairgrounds, tourism resorts, brand hotels, urban businesses, centres and healthcare facilities throughout China. One of the largest tourism companies in Western China, and also operates the New Century Global Centre in Chengdu, the largest building in the world. With good road accessibility and a future metro station in the region, Legoland Sichuan will be located in a 2-hour catchment area of 30 million people. Chengdu and the surrounding region are also a popular destination in Western China, attracting millions of international and national visitors every year. Now, 2 hotels are planned for Legoland Sichuan, and details about the attractions have not yet been announced. However, we're now going to look specifically at 5 different areas that I've circled for possible attractions. So make sure you like this video and make sure you comment down below any other attractions that you spotted that I haven't seen myself. But these are some of the 5 main ones that I can spot. So you can see on your screen now, find out Aussie, those are the circled areas in the concept art. There's 5 circles. There's 1 sort of mid-circle, 3 small circles, and a massive one at the top, which I'll explain at the end. But let's start at the bottom, and we're going to work clockwise. So we're going to go through those 2 little circles towards the top of the screen. So starting off with the first one, with the red and blue sort of structure, that will be a carousel in my opinion. That will just be a regular carousel for families. And then moving above from that, if you can see like a little chair swinger type thing popping up, that will be a wave swinger in my opinion. That will be a typical wave swinger attraction. Moving across then, just below the massive image, you've got this little red and blue attraction. Now that, my friends, I believe will be a magic carpet, which I love the look of, which should be cool. That should be nice. Now Quantum is currently being scattered around its site at Thorpe Park. Now, I'm not jumping to conclusions, but do you think Quantum is actually going to be going to this brand new park in China? Comment down below your thoughts. If it's going to be a magic carpet, is it going to be a new one, or is it going to be Quantum relocated? Comment down below. So it kind of follows on from what we did yesterday with the Thorpe Park video, and talking about what they could do for 2020. We're talking about Quantum site. Could they put a top spin in there? Ramesses Revenge relocated from Chessington World of Adventures. Will Quantum leave? Will Quantum stay? Get rethemed, etc. You know, have we got our answer? Is Quantum going to China in 2023? Is it going to be maintained in storage for a while and then shipped over to China for the construction of the park? Again, we don't know. Now, before we talk about the massive circle above the magic carpet, or what looks like a magic carpet, we're going to go down here to this this mid-sized circle at the bottom of the screen. It's a roller coaster. We spotted a roller coaster, and if I'm mistaken, can I see a vertical loop in there? Is this going to be the most thrilling coaster Legoland Parks have ever built? Now, we know that roller coaster plans or concept images or concept videos in the past, Falcon's Flight, looking at you in Qiddiya, can be misleading. However, that looks to me like a vertical loop coaster. Now, it might not be the biggest of layouts, but I can definitely see a vertical loop. And I think from the looks of it, it kind of looks like one of those classic, it looks like a one inversion sort of version of the Olympia looping, but just one inversion instead of like 3 or 4. It kind of looks like one of those classic looping coasters. Again, I could be wrong. I'm not sure from the track. I can't really see from this distance what the track manufacturer could be. I mean, it could be a relocated Schwarzkopf. It could be it could be someone else doing it. It could be Marathon for all we know. It could be Premier Rides from all we know. Looks to me as if it doesn't look the biggest layout. Like I said, it doesn't look like the biggest layout. So it should be interesting to follow the developments on the coaster. And then looking at this massive image above the magic carpet, that, my friends, I believe will be the water park. Now, there isn't a water park mentioned in the plans, because of course details about any attractions haven't been revealed, but I definitely think we're going to see some kind of water park here. There's a little like tower structure just outside of the yellow circle. The big one with the water park on show, so again that'll be included. But you know, I can definitely see a slide complex sort of towards the furthest away from the circle. I can see like a big tower structure at the other end. I can see like different aqua blue colour schemes, etc. And different things like that. So it's definitely an interesting project to follow. Like I said, I've got a few interesting projects to follow over the next few years. BGW, Busch Gardens Williamsburg, with a 2021 investment, not just Pantheon next year, but 2021. I'm sure Secret Weapon 9 is going to come at some point in the next few years. Alton Towers, Thorpe Park, I'm sure will add something big in the next couple of years. I'm sure Chessington's got those drop tower plans for 2021, replacing Ramesses Revenge. That's going to be an interesting one to follow. The construction of, etc. The London Resort opening in 2024. Six Flags Qiddiya opening in a few years as well. So there's a lot of projects we're going to be following over the next few years here on Coast Jelly YouTube channel in separate news updates. So I hope you guys are really excited for that. But to sort of summarise my thoughts then on Legoland Sichuan, I'm really excited about this project. I think it's going to be a fantastic project for China, for the Merlin Entertainment's chain, for the Legoland parks, and how they develop and sort of how they spread globally. Are we going to see a second UK Legoland park or a second, well, not really second, but we're going to see a fourth Merlin park in the UK? Again, we don't know. Yeah, I think the main thing we're taking from this here is that China's going to get something fantastic. Now, subject to future announcements, we believe this is going to be the 11th Legoland park to open, following Legoland New York, which is going to be opening next year. And we've got 2023, we believe, is also going to be, or 2021 or 2022, either one of those 2 years, is the opening year for the one in South Korea. So, unless they pulled the plug on that, or New York for next year, we believe this is going to be the 11th Legoland theme park. So, again, I'm really excited for this. Again, that's subject to future announcements if we get any other parks opening before that. So it'll become like the 12th or the 13th or God knows the 14th or 15th. But at the minute, it seems like this is going to be the 11th Legoland theme park to open. And the 11th Legoland park in the chain, with the ones that are already operating and the other ones that are already under construction for future years and future development projects. So I'm really excited for this project. I hope you guys are really excited as well. Like I said, comment down below if you could spot any of the attractions in those concept arts, the ones without the circles and the ones with the circles. Make sure you go and spot them. Make sure you comment them down below. Comment your thoughts as well. What do you think about the coaster, Schwarzkopf, Mack, Premier Rides, Intimate? I'm throwing any manufacturers out there right now. It could be literally anyone from the look of the track design. It looked very much like Nightmare at the old Camelot, but with an inversion. So again, could it be Schwarzkopf, or the relocated Schwarzkopf? This in storage. Again, we don't know. It looks very short from the layout, and it's only got one inversion, so that already makes it the most thrilling coaster in a Legoland park to date. Even more thrilling than the Mack Wildmousers, like the Great Lego Racers, it's now called with the VR sort of thing, but it used to be called like the Technic Test Track, or the just little Lego Technic Racers, or the Extreme Racers. More thrilling than Polar Explorer, which is the Track Drop Sierra coaster over here in Europe, one of the European Legoland parks, Billund. So it's going to be one of the most thrilling ones. It's definitely going to be the only Legoland coaster with an inversion. So it's going to be the first upside down looping Legoland themed coaster. So they've played a nice one there. And what does that mean for the future of Legoland parks? Are we going to see more? Is this going to be the start of thrill coasters being added to Legoland? Yes, we've got things like Polar Explorer. We used to have the Jungle Coaster here in Windsor. I actually did that coaster when it was in Windsor, and it wasn't a bad ride, but I think like because they used to have like covers, so it was like an enclosed car due to noise complaints. So, you know, I did do the coaster with the HUD. It was like its last couple of seasons in operation, and it was a pretty decent coaster. Obviously, it's moved to another Legoland park now, and it's operating as it always does. But you know, I did it as Jungle Coaster at Legoland Windsor, and it was fantastic. You know, are we going to see anything come to Legoland Windsor that's just as thrilling as a looping coaster in the future? You know, this could be the future of Legoland parks. We could see some thrilling coasters finally come to Legoland to reach out to a bigger target market than just, you know, between the ages of like 1 and 11, which is, well, technically it's like ages 3 to 11. That's pretty much the target age range for Legoland parks nowadays. But, you know, are they going to reach into the higher teen market with a couple of rides, maybe? They already do that sometimes with Polar Explorer and some of the other coasters as well. But, you know, are we going to see that target market resurfaced again? So, again, it should be an interesting project to follow. And it's going to be interesting for the future of Legoland as well, to see if they can take any of those project ideas from this park in the future, in the next few years when it opens, and sort of bring it into other Legoland parks. So definitely another one to follow here on Coast Shell YouTube channel. So thank you very much. Make sure you like if you've loved this news update and loved the plans that we've shown. Make sure you comment down below and subscribe to Coast Shell. Say you never miss a YouTube video by clicking the notification bell as well. And for now, guys, I'm Aaron Chandler. You've been listening to Coast Shell. Keep living the coastal life, and I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow if you haven't got any news updates today. Take care. Have an awesome day, my friends.